Well, here it is. April 1st. Mother Nature is not playing an April Fool's joke on us. We got, I don't know, 5-6 inches of wet, heavy snow last night, plus rain and thunderstorms and freezing rain and wind stuff during the day yesterday. And it's supposed to be nice out. Spring. This is spring in Minnesota. Yeah. I don't think so. Put it that I might as well just take y'all on a little cruise and see how things are in my hood. Since there's not a car show to be seen, outdoor car show I should say, for a while. There's one in Fargo this weekend, but I didn't want to go up there. Look up in that tree up there, there's the eagle's nest. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. She's up there, but it's hard to see. She hunkers down in there. It's hard to see her. But every now and again, oh, there's, oh crap. It was just flapping wings. And I missed it. Yeah. And it's pretty hard for them trying to find their lunch. They take turns sitting on the egg, I guess. Sometimes the male brings food to the female, but they still take turns. Earlier this week, there was a dead raccoon right in this spot here, right in here somewhere. And that eagle he was having lunch there. He was fighting off the crows for his. They wanted their lunch too. So, and the deer, they're all over looking for, they're hungry. Like, it's hard to get down through all that snow. Deer tracks there. There's a lot of them out there. The deer that are usually in my yard, they left February. Which is not abnormal. They always do. They come back, May or somewhere in there. They go hang out with the rest of the herd over in the tamaracks. But I have a pheasant, a rooster that I see quite often in my yard. He comes and goes underneath the crabapple tree because there's a lot of robins and whatnot land in the crabapple tree and pick crab apples, and they seem to drop a lot. And that rooster sure likes that because he picks them all up. He was out there this morning. I've tried feeding him before, putting stuff out, but it either he don't find it and eat it, or it gets covered up with snow, and they could dig through the snow if they know. I've seen them when they're really hungry dig through snow and ice if they know there's corn down there. But I'm all out of corn. On my pheasant feeder, I put it's a 55-gallon drum, It's got fence around it so that the deer can't clean it out, which they'd do that in one night. But I filled it up once in November. Then in January I filled it 3/4 full again. It was empty, and it's empty now. I just don't have any more corn. So I was kind of figuring that, spring would be here. Snow piled up a little bit there. Some of these roads, things are getting bad, that's for sure. And if you can believe the weather, man, more crap coming next week. It's like, Jesus. Lake Amelia. I just can't imagine the taxes these people pay to be on the lake. Even more if they don't live here full time, like all year round. A lot of people, these are just summer. They're only here during the summer. My township hasn't been out to plow the roads yet. And it's kind of hard on you can plow the tar roads, that's fine, but when you get on these gravel roads, they've been wet and sloppy and soft, and that gets really difficult to try to plow them without tearing them all up, which, like, this is rougher than a corn cob. Whee! There weren't very many tracks coming through here this morning. It's Saturday, so a lot of people are staying home. Especially when it was rain and then freezing rain yesterday, and then the temperature dropped, then it snowed and it all froze. Imagine that made for some slippery roads. Yeah. Sure, my friends in Australia and the Philippines and wherever else watches what few videos I put out, that those that have never seen snow, this is what we get to deal with. And there was 2.5 feet ice on the lakes. I don't know about that now, because it's been it's not as real cold. And as the temperatures warm up, the thickness of the ice reduces. And I tell you, some of your best fishing through the ice is when the snow that's on top of the ice, when it melts, and then when you have holes that you drill a hole through the ice to fish through, when the water on top of the ice runs back down in that hole, that's when the better fishing is, or is usually, like, it can be really good. So nobody's been down this way from my place yet today. There's my pheasant feeder over there. I'll see if I can zoom in on it. There it is. It's got the wire fence around it. Keep the deer out. And look at all the tracks in the snow. I don't know if you can really see them, but yeah, I guess you can. Those are all pheasant tracks, and they're all looking for something to eat. And it's empty. There are a lot of tracks. That means they're must be hungry. A lot of CRP around here where they can hang out in, and I'm the only one with a little pheasant feeder for them. Some people will plant food plots, they're called, stuff that'll last all winter, and then they can get stuff to eat. They do that for the deer too. But if you plant a field of corn out here, thinking that it's for the pheasants and stuff, yeah, the deer will have fun with it. They're hungry too. I like driving around when there's fresh snow like this, because you can see all the tracks. Like those were coyote tracks that just went by there. When I mentioned the deer go to the tamaracks for the winter and herd up, that's that whole big area there, and it's many hundreds. In fact, it's probably over 1,000 acres in there. That's all it is thick bogs and brush and tamarack trees, and it's hard to get around in there. I've never been in there. It's all private property, of course, but people keep it for hunting. And oh boy, I don't get stuck here. Nope, there's some more either fox or coyote tracks right down there. There's lots of coyotes in those tamaracks. And years ago, when I first moved up here, there was tons of turkeys around, and there were so many coyotes, and they've thinned out the turkeys over the years. I've been here over 20, but I don't see any like I used to. Just even a few years ago, I had a half a dozen of them that would come through my yard, and the night before I'd throw stuff out there, and if the deer didn't get it, then then the turkeys would find it. And there's predator hunters that they try to, go keep some of those predators in check, because they also, the coyotes, they kill a lot of deer, young deer, the young ones, or especially the littler ones. They definitely put a hurting on those. But the predator hunters, and I was told by them that it doesn't matter how many of them they harvest. What they do is they breed according to their habitat. If there's plenty of food, then they'll have large litters. And if it's not a lot of food, then they don't have such large litters. But no matter how many coyotes you clear out in a season, they just come right back. They just raise new ones. Strange. Not strange, but I guess that's Mother Nature. But see, I don't know if you can hear it, but the sloppiness on this road. I have to apologize for my piss poor videoing. Trying to drive and hold the camera at the same time is not exactly the easiest thing to do. Some people don't have problems, but I'm an amateur. This road has a habit of getting buried in snow in the wintertime. When the wind comes flying across these open fields, it stacks up quite a bit up in here. Drifts in, and sometimes you can't get through. Now that other road that I came down over there, there were some high drifts on the side right there, and that would be right over there. That one really, the wind gets going across that and stacks up in there. And yeah, only once I've gotten stuck there. But sometimes I don't even try. Even with a four-wheel drive truck. If it's, if it's that bad, you sit and wait for the plow to come out. And down that road, down that way, same thing. Between the trees that are at that building site on the right and the trees that are that line of trees on the left, in between there, the wind flies across that field and stacks up in there. And I saw a couple winters ago, there was a FedEx truck down there. A delivery van, pretty good sized delivery van. And it took two tow trucks to get him out of there. So they tried coming from the other way, and I don't know, it didn't work right for them so they came up this way, and but ended up pulling them through out this way. There's my snow relocating device. That way I got, you know, a good, be able to stack it up. Definitely stack it up. So, well, I think I'm going to end this video, but I could show you the piles that I have a little bit. You know, there's the ones at the end of the driveway. I'm sure you saw them on the way in. I try not to stack up too much over there, because then you can't see when you go in and out of the driveway. And then we got some back over there. I try to keep that open so I can get out. And push a shitload of it back up this way. There's my fish house. Pile it up all back in there. You know, I got lots of room for it. And then that pile. That is a big one. It might be hard to see, but it goes. Let's see if I can. You know, it goes way back there. Pushed it all back up in there. And then this is the stuff that comes off the roof. It slides off the metal roof, piles up almost to the window. But, well, ain't nothing else going on. So, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys are having a better spring than I am here. Have a good one. See you, bye.